Greetings and salutations, humans of Earth. Red Wild Rider here with you, back with Modern Horizons set booster boxes. I've got two of them. This is video one. There's going to be a second video, and I also got a pre-release pack. So we're going to do a pre-release build as well. But I'm going to do that last. I'm not getting a collector's box for this. Way too much money. Can't afford it. So not doing it. But I did get two set boxes. I plan on getting some draft booster boxes later when the prices come down. But I did want to get a couple of set booster boxes because, you know, chance list cards and all sorts of cool stuff contained herein. So let's find out what exactly we're going to get this time around. Here we go with set booster packs. Get them out of the box. Toss the box off to the side. Like that. Squirt. I feel like these packs are unbalanced. They're puffy. Huh. Interesting. Some of them are anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think there's like one pack slid over. Whatever. Anyway. So, for the first pack, I will go through exactly what we are seeing in every set booster pack. Because I know some people who are watching this video may not know exactly what are in these packs. There's some interesting stuff. There's a couple of interesting slots that, one in particular that I saw that I already have something to say about. But anyway, we have our art card to start off with. Okay, we have a basic land, which 15% of the time will be foil. This time it was not. Now we have our commons and uncommons. There's going to be 6 of them. We should be ending in at least one uncommon. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commons. Oh, 6 commons. Hey, there's supposed to be, oh boy. Wow, already a pack with no uncommons. Hey, look at that. So now this next spot's supposed to be our wild card spot. And the wild card spot is supposed to be able to contain anything, including showcase borderless frames, stuff like that. So it could be a rare or mythic as well, 30% chance of that. So we should be getting some good stuff in this spot. And here we got one uncommon, Arcbound Shikari. And right away with the best fetch land that we could have opened. Hey, look at that. So fetch land count number 1. Oh, so wait a minute. Maybe there was. I think I know what's going on. I think something was wrong in the article that they posted on Wizards' own website. Oh no, that was the guaranteed rare or mythic. So this was the wildcard card. Yes, this was the guaranteed rare or mythic, and now this is the reprint slot. There's a reprint slot here where we can also get showcase cards, as well as in the rare mythic spot we can get them. So lots of chances to get them. And in fact, this next spot, this is the spot I want to talk about. So this is the head turner spot. But it's always a common or uncommon. That doesn't seem to make sense. It's going to be a guaranteed showcase card, but it's also guaranteed common or uncommon. They should have made it a little more of a chance of getting something, you know, good. You know, getting a rare or a mythic in that spot. But alas, we get a Marble Gargoyle in the old frame. Not bad. And our foil is a common Mind Collapse. And we get a token. So let me just organize over here. Alrighty. So that's our pack. So apparently you can get 6 commons in a pack because it just happened. You can get a pack with no uncommons. That's awesome. That's so much fun. Well, we have a token, no list card this time around. So art card, basic land. How many commons this time? 1, 2, 3. Oh, only 3 this time. All right. So 3 uncommons. Our wild card spot is another uncommon. And rare or mythic is Derma Taxi. Derma Garbage. I think it's funny, like taxidermy, dermotaxi. I think that was the joke here. But this card is just a joke. So there's that. Our old reprint card is Yavimaya Elder. Interesting card to introduce into Modern. Old frame common, Amoeba, and foil common, Unbounded Potential. And we already know that that is a token. So far, did get a Misty, so I can't really complain. Okay, foil land finally. A Goldmire Bridge for our artifact land dual indestructible. Great. Yep. Oh wait, that was our one common. Interesting. And then 5 uncommons. Nice. Okay. Followed up by Wildcard Spot is a rare, so double rare pack here. Minimum double rare pack. Persist. Not one of the better rares to open, but Verdant Command. Pretty decent. With the sketch frame. So this is one of the showcase frames in here. Besides the old frames, is the showcase frame, the sketch frame, where you have a sketch of the art as well. And yeah, the whole card looks sketchy. Come on, boop camera. Thank you. Wow, triple rare pack. It's an upheaval in the reprint slot. Goblin and Narcomancer for our old frame card. And foil con. And garbage card. Hey, first garbage card of the time. Totally lost in translation. Get out of here with these mini game crap. Oh, 2 to 6 players and 3 pack requirement for that mini game. Yes. Just compel us to buy more packs of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 commons and 2 uncommons. Uncommon in the wild card spot. Guarantee rare is Rishodon Dockhand, which is basically Rishodon Port on a creature, I guess. Soul Snare for our reprint, uncommon this time. And first sketch card in this spot, World Weary for a common sketch card. Foil common, Lightning Spear. And our first list card is a Manowar. Interesting. Interesting. I think this was in Modern Horizons 1, actually. I think so. I'm trying to remember, it was so long ago. I saw the token in the back already, so at least it's not garbage. Okay, so the art card. Basic land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 commons. 2 uncommons. And there's a rare. Master of Death. This guy is pretty decent. When it enters the battlefield, it's available too. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in your graveyard, you can pay 1 life to return it to your hand. That's really, really good. I think Blue-Black Zombies is going to have a fun time with that. Our reprint is Gorilla Shaman. I wish they reprinted the old art from Gorilla Shaman, but okay. Sudden Edict for our sketch uncommon. And Tormod's Crypt Keeper for our foil common. And we have a birdie token in the back there. What tokens have we gotten so far? Anything interesting? Not just treasure tokens. That's why I haven't noticed them. But that time was birdie token. Alrighty. That's some pretty cool art right there. And regular basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 uncommons. There we go. Wildcard spot is uncommon. And a Scalding Tarn, second fetch land. Seems pretty good. And reprint the Minerals disc for another rare. Faithless Salvaging. Pretty decent card. And Foil Soul Snare. And a Felwar Stone. Ayo. Felwar Stone's pretty decent value. That's a pretty good list card to grab. That's got to still be a good like $7 to $10 in there, in that range. Always happy to pick up more of those. Is this upside down? I mean, I would imagine so. And that's pretty badass, but like, I'm pretty sure the thing with the wings is supposed to be on the top, not on the bottom. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oof. All right. So we got 4 commons, 2 uncommons, double rare. Wild card is a rare. Bloodbraid Marauder. When we boop, it would be nice. Why is it not booping? There we go. Bloodbraid Marauder can't block, and when you have Delirium, 4 more card types in your graveyard, it has Cascade. 2 mana with Cascade's not super impressive, but it is an aggressive creature, so I'm sure it's going to have some value. And Fractured Sanity. Each opponent mills 14. And you cycle each opponent mills 4. I like this card. I can't wait to finally build a good mill deck so I can play it. And Counterspell. I am so happy this is in Modern. I love just straight up Counterspell. As I like to say, Yu says no. And Phantasmal Dreadmaw. And a foil Knighted Mirror. And we got a clue. I finally got a clue. Camera wasn't focusing, but I don't care. I don't want to take forever on this. I still got another box to open. 1 more video to record. Well, 2 more. Oh, we got our stamped card. Very nice. That's some very nice artwork. Wonder what this is from. It is Thornglint Bridge. It's apparently, I guess, one of the artifact lands. All right, very nice. So we got basic land and 1, 2. Ornithopter Paradise. There's a couple of commons and a good number of uncommons that are worth a decent amount. And Ornithopter Paradise, I know, has some value. Yep, 6 commons. Yay. Brainstone is our wild card, so we got an uncommon there. It's basically Brainstorm on a rock. Territorial Kavu for the rare. Flame Rift for our reprint. And another Brainstone, but this time in the old frame. And Battle Plan is a common. And a Crab. Crab people. Crab people. No. Okay. Alright. Pack number 9, I believe. Okay. Art card. So far, only 1 foil land. Whoops. Okie dokie. A lot of 6 common packs here. 5 commons in this one. Okay. Wild card was an uncommon. And the rare is Obsidian Charmois. Have I got no mythics so far? That's very interesting. Obsidian Charmois was kind of interesting. I should have talked about Sea Drake. Also very interesting. But Obsidian Charmois, in a lot of decks, this is going to be 2 mana for a 4/4 flyer that destroys target non-basic land the opponent controls when it enters the battlefield. I mean, this is going right into my Dragons deck. This is really, really good. Like, I'm certain that my opponents are going to have lands that produce colorless. Reliquary Tower right there. I mean, start there. So Sea Drake, very interesting reprint with Great Rebecca Gway art. And Terminal Agony. And foil common. And not a list card. It is, however, a beast token. That's a pretty badass beast. Rufus. There we go. Yeah, I said it's a pretty badass beast. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna check this pile again, but I don't recall seeing any mythics float across this pile here. Nope, not a 1. 2 fetch lands, yes. Mythics, no. Well, pack number 10 might be able to change that. Let's find out. That's pretty cool art. What is this? This is Suspend by Lake Hurwitz. Very nice. All right. Another non-foil basic. 2, 3, 4, 5 commons. Double rare pack, Nykthos Paragon, rare number 1. Um, this do this only once each turn stuff, I'm not a huge fan of, but this is it's 6 mana, but that's a pretty powerful effect. Um, that first life gain, um, whichever life gain. Oh, you can choose which life gain. That's interesting. Okay, uh, that's fair, but it kind of makes you want to do the maximum that you can get early, so that you'd end up like not getting screwed with like don't counter. First mythic, and it's Chatterfang, the squirrel guy. I'm pretty sure this is one of the better value mythics. So all right, we got ourselves a Chatterfang here. Hey, two mythics and a rare, two rares and a mythic. Vindicate, very cool reprint. Glimmer Baron for our. Oh, that's cute. Very. Oh, it's the same artist who did the Gilder Baron from Eventide. I think it was Eventide. Yeah, it's green. It's green blue, but very cool Glimmer Baron. And three rares and a mythic in the pack. This is about as good as you can get, I think. And it's a foiled Diamond Lion. That's very nice. I'm gonna go put this in a regular old Thopter token. I'm gonna put this in a perfect fit because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be decent. I didn't look up the values on the foils or anything other than a couple of the showcase ones. So very cool with the foiled Diamond Lion. All right. So pack number 10 was ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. And we have a list card. Nice. All right. Art card, non-foil basic. 2, 3, 4 commons. 2 uncommons. Uncommon wild card with the barbed spike. And another mythic, and it's Garth One Eye. Awesome. Awesome. He's definitely another high value card. Really would like to get his. I think there's a showcase version. I don't remember which showcase it is, but it's like the most valuable card you could open in foil in this. So hopefully I come across one of those. But Garth One Eye, yes. Quirion Ranger for the reprint. Very nice card to get reprinted. Very nice art, by the way. Alan Williams, very nice. Abundant Harvest for our sketchy. And uncommon Legion Vanguard and Root Runner. Not really sure why this is on the list. There's a lot of cards that I think they could afford to cull from the list, and Root Runner is absolutely one of them. Like, get this out of the list. Like, there's 300 cards in the list, and they pretty much have been going minus 50, plus 50 every set. But really, like, the list should not be 300 cards. The list should be, like, 200. Like, you can easily get rid of garbage like Root Runner. Like, not every card has to be super valuable, but there's, like, a lot of trash in that spot, and Root Runner is just, like, absolute trash. Like, why not reprint lots of the old rares that aren't worth anything because they're useless, but at least, like, or mostly useless, but at least you get more of them in circulation. And people can say, oh, I've got like these old rares from like Urza Saga and stuff like that that aren't on the reserve list. Maybe they find a home for them somewhere. Maybe a card later makes them good again. 3 commons. Double rare pack. Wild card is a rare. It's Sanctifier on Vec. And another mythic. Murktide Regent. This guy's pretty solid. He's got Delve, so you can make him a lot cheaper. 3/3 flyer, basically probably for 2 blue mana, and that's it. Enters the battlefield for +1 with a +1/+1 counter on it for each instant sorcery card you exile with it. So that's the Delve part. And whenever an instant or sorcery leaves your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it seems like you want to play this with flashback, and that seems awesome. So good, Murktide Regent, very cool. Another Goblin Bombardment, hilarious. A Floodhound, and a foil. This would be the showcase foil that I open. It's a showcase foil Dermotaxi. Because I shit on the card just before. And more crap people. Kind of want to throw that somewhere. That was rough. I'm sorry. That was just rough. No foil land again. For 5 commons, uncommon showcase, Timeless Dragon. One of the not valuable rares to open here. Nice card. Nice homage to Eternal Dragon, but why couldn't you have just reprinted Eternal Dragon? Nice showcase mythic Titania, Protector of Argoth. Very cool. It is a reprint, but it's still a showcase mythic. Very nice. We have Arcbound Shikari showcase. And for Dust Shell Crawler and another Thopter token. So yeah, some of these cards I haven't really spoken about. Like, I'm just kind of going through here. But like, Sanctifier and Vec is pretty cool too. It's kind of a play on Paladin and Vec. But I think I think it's a little stronger. That's just me. So what do we have here? Only 2 commons this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 uncommons. 5th one in the wild card. Rare is Search the Premises. It's all right. Soul Snare, Kitchen Imp, and foil common, and a food token. That's some badass looking food though. I'm gonna boops. Yeah, that's some pretty badass food right there. I can appreciate that. So I got these 2 boxes, by the way, at a pretty decent price. So can't really complain. I think I'm doing all right so far. Foil Swamp, very nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commons, yay. Uncommon in the wild card. And hey, here's one of our high value rares, Damn. Which is it's very funny because when you overload it, it basically becomes Wrath of God. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun card, and a lot of it's going right into my white black deck for sure. And another Navinerals disc, great. Gargadon and foil Taurus Canonical and Squirrel token, Squirrel. All right, we are halfway through. And yeah, it's speed up time here. So, art card, base land, 2, 3, 4, 4 commons, 2 uncommons. Hey, another Dam, and there's a showcase card somewhere in here, so that's good. This is a double rare pack and a second Dam. And yes, this is one of the money ones. Full art, Grief. Mythic. This card is ridiculous. Can't wait to play with this. It's 3/2 Menace. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. The player discards that card. You can evoke it by exiling a black card from your hand. Evoke it basically just gives you the enter the battlefield effect and puts it in your graveyard, which might be beneficial as well. Yeah, wow. Awesome. And another rare, it's a Squirrel Mob. So 3 rares, Jade Avenger, and Showcase Common Faithful Salvaging. Okay, and Door to Nothingness. Hey! Look at this guy. And it's the old art, the awesome art from 5th Dawn. But the card is actually the set symbols Plane Chase. But that's awesome, Door to Nothingness. All right. That was a fun list card to open. It's not worth a hell of a lot, but it's a fun list card to open. And it's the nice old art, which I prefer to the crappy new art. The new art's just boring. Okay, 3, 4, 5 commons. Okay, wild card was an uncommon, and our rare mythic is Calibrated Blast. This is another very interesting card. Because you actually don't choose the target until the ability is resolving. And that actually makes a difference because you already know how much damage you're doing when you choose the target. It's not choose a target and then hope you do enough damage. Hence why it's calibrated. Ding! English is fun. Counterspell. Again, Mind Collapse in the old frame. Very cool. And Foundry Helix. That's pretty nice, pretty fancy foil to get. And not another list card. It is another clue. All right. And there's a list card here. That's nice. Hopefully there'll be more good stuff. Okay. 4 commons. Slide this over this way. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Wild card is an Arcbound Whelp. Uncommon. And Moderation. This is a fun little card. You can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, but whenever you cast a spell, you get to draw a card. So make your spells count. And by the way, that's each turn. And whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. So, you know, you just play a lot of interaction in this deck and just have fun with it. Seems pretty good. Might have to try to build around it. We got a hunting pack for our reprint card. Mystic Redaction for the Showcase Sketchy. And Dragon's Rage Channeler. This is like the highest value uncommon in the set. So this has to be a pretty decent value foil to have opened. Very cool. And the list card is Painful Lesson. All right. I'm not impressed with that. That is just a regular old common from a regular old set. Another card that really does not need to be in the list. Like, can we just not? For the frequency in which these list cards show up, can we just not with cards like that? 5. Hey! First time seeing this this lovely card. Piru the Volatile. New Elder Dragon in the Mardu colors. It's flying and lifelink, 7/7, 8 mana. And it has the classic Elder Dragon trigger of having to sacrifice at the beginning of your upkeep unless you pay the 3 colors in its mana cost. Which means it's probably going to be pretty useless. But when it dies, it does deal 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. So if you don't pay the cost, it's not awful. And it's just kind of pricey. Kind of pricey for only 7 damage. Considering for almost the same mana cost, just with instead of 2 of any color, 2 generic, you have to pay 1 more of one of the colors. I forget which one. But you get Ruinous Ultimatum, which does a lot more than this. Still, though, it's a dragon. If you're playing 5 color dragons, I'm sure you'll play it. Yes, another money rare Ignoble Hierarch. The Goblin Jund version of Bant's Noble Hierarch. It's exalted and makes Jund colors. Seems awesome. Love it. And Zoran Orb reprint. Galvanic Relay. And Foil Smell Fear. And Garbage. Garbage number 2. Alright, finally spread these out to proper. So, 2 fetch lands very early on, and then nothing but 2 Showcase Full Art Mythics. And a bunch of pretty decent rares. I mean, we got 2 Dams. That's pretty solid right there. And another foil land. Very cool. All right. It's number 3, I believe, for the box. All right. Wild card is an uncommon. And another mythic. Wow. Sword of Hearth and Home. 6 mythics in this box so far. And still got plenty of packs to go here. Sword of Hearth and Home is absolutely ridiculous. Pro Green, Pro White is probably the worst part of this card. But whenever you deal combat damage to a player with the equipped creature, you can blink a creature and get a free land card. And the land enters untapped, which is even better. And I'm glad they're going back to this, at least outside of Standard, where your lands can enter the battlefield untapped. Thank you for finally doing this. It's so annoying to have lands come in tapped all the time. Another Sea Drake reprint. Late to Dinner. This is Wizards trolling me once again. I am getting trolled with this effing Dermataxi. Fuck this. What the fuck? 3 Dermataxis in this box. I'm sorry, I have to curse on this one. This is just out of fucking control at this point. I'm sorry. It's just absolutely out of control with the fucking Dermataxis. I tried. I try not to curse, but I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, fuck that. No, that's just bad. That's just absolute trolling. And I did select these boxes myself, so it's my own fault. So not showcase. The wild card was an uncommon. You have Rise and Shine, which turns one of your non-creature artifacts into an artifact creature, 4/4. But you can overload it, and the overload is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm sure this is going to get played in a lot of decks. And we get Greed, which has been downshifted to uncommon, guys. Hey. Ooh, Old Frame Ornithopter of Paradise. That's got to be pretty decent. Foil Cabal Initiate, and first Goblin token. It's a pretty neat looking Goblin. All right. Ooh, list card. Let's see. Base Gland. Hey, Bottle Golems. All right, 4 commons, 2 uncommons, another Dragon's Rage Channeler. Ooh, wild card spot held the Mythic Solitude. Very nice. Flash Lifelink for 3 and 2 white, 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, exile. It's Source of Plowshares, right? It's Source of Plowshares is a creature, and you can evoke it by exiling a white card from your hand. So yeah, pretty solid. 7 mythics here. Old Frame Persist. Persist is not one of the more valuable rares, but it's still a pretty valuable one, so that's pretty friggin' awesome. Triple rare mythic so far. We get Wonder in the reprint spot. This got upshifted. Mostly for draft purposes, because Wonder's just a house in draft. It's so good. Nested Shambler, old frame, foil Zorin Orb, very nice. And Crown of Empires. That's an interesting reprint. Now you see, this is an interesting reprint. It's only been printed once, I believe. And you can put Scepter of Empires and Throne of Empires, and those cards aren't really awful either. I mean, especially if you play them all together, they're pretty fun. They're not amazing, they're not game-breaking, but they're fun. See, stuff like that's fun and interesting. Yeah, stuff like that's on the list, like, that's cool. That's the garbage card I can appreciate on the list. Because at least there's something to it. There's something interesting, especially for players who haven't seen Crown of Empires before. You know? If you haven't seen a card like that, all of a sudden, like, that's interesting. All right. Hey, look at this. Double rare again. Wild cards are rare. Sylvan Anthem, very cool. I totally appreciate this card. It's me going into like all my mono green decks. Old Frame Ave Progenitor Ooze. Oh, this card. I love this card. Can't wait to play with this card. I'm almost certain it's going to go into my Atraxa deck. Even though like I'm not going to really be storming like too much with it, I think I do have a couple of other oozes in the deck. So that's helpful. And, you know, +1/+1 counters are always helpful. So, yep, there's that. Very nice. Angelic Curator. Old Frame Squirrel Sovereign, or Squirrel Lord. Foil Soul of Migration. And another birdie. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so this is pack number 24. 24. And y'all saw what the back card was, but I didn't. I was looking away. Our card, another foil land. I think it's number 4 now. 2, 3, 4 commons, 2 uncommons, wild cards and uncommon. Breya's Apprentice, one of the absolutely garbage rares in the set. I mean, it's cute. I'm sure it's going to play nice with Breya, but it doesn't really do much. Like, it's not that impressive. Quirion Ranger reprint slot, Glimmer Bairn, another old frame of that, and Arcbound Tracker foil. And, first Golem token. It's a pretty nice looking Golem. All right. All right, heading into the home stretch here. Let's knock out the rest of these. Let's see what we can get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commons. Okay, and our rare is Lonus Cryptozoologist, Snake Elf Scout. Similar colors, green and blue to cast them. 1, 2. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. That's cool. Tap, sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards in the library. You may put a non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, stealing deck. Oh, stealing deck. Oh, you have to play this in the stealing deck. That's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun to play with. Can't wait to see those decks. Riptide Lab, nice rare in our reprint spot as well. Very cool reprint. Lens Flare for our sketchy card. And so shiny. So shiny. And another crap. Okay. Alrighty. 3 commons. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wild card is uncommon flip card, said and done. Right on. And we have a regular Verdant command to go with our sketchy Verdant command from before. Another Squirrel Mob. Right? Is that our first Squirrel Mob or a second? I think I might have opened another one. Squirrel Mob. Good double rare there. Bone Shards. Pretty cool. And Hellmongrel. And Bloody Ghost. Now, another Garbo card that we could have just not had on the list. Like honestly, like I'd almost rather have another token instead of another Bloody Ghost. There's really nothing super interesting about that card other than, ooh, I think this is a first for me. I think it's the first time I've ever opened 2 stamped signed cards, signed art cards, in a set booster box. But yep, just did it. Ian McCaig, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, for Just Down. That's pretty decent art. Love it. Right on. But yeah, I mean, Bloody Ghost is another card that we really could honestly have just done without there. 4 commons, 2 uncommons. All right, rare in the showcase. I keep saying showcase in the wild card. Priest of Fellrights. Yeah, this is a pretty decent reanimator card. I can appreciate this. And a Thought Monitor. Oh, this guy, yes. The 1 mana for a 2/2 flyer. It's always going to be 1 mana. You're never going to cast this for more than a single blow. But flying and draw 2 cards, yeah, it's pretty solid. I totally appreciate it. Hunting Pack in the reprint spot. Blacksmith Skill in the common there. The alt frame and Tireless Provisioner. And another treasure token. All right, 3 packs left. Almost done. So yeah, this is a pretty decent box. Cannot complain about the quality of the cards contained here. Ooh, that is very nice art. This is, I think this is Abundant Harvest, the card that was spoiled in Strixhaven, Mystical Archive. Yes, Iris Compie. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I'm probably butchering it, but that is some beautiful art. Very much appreciate the style. Looking forward to more art from Iris there. All right. Oh, got one in the pack too. Look at that. All right. Pretty cool. 6 commons. First Power Depot we're seeing here, I think. Scion of Draco. Yes. 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 Mythic number 8. And it's a mythic that I wanted because it's going into the Dragons deck. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Very glad to see this. Scion of Draco. Woo! Seal Cleansing, Soul Snare, Foul Watcher, and, ooh, the Timeless Witness token. That's very cool looking. Very cool looking. I don't think we've opened a timeless witness yet. We're being in the uncommon pile. Maybe I'll take a look afterwards if one popped up. But very nice play on the art for the card. So that's a ferocious looking squirrel right there. Right there. Yeah. All right. Wild card was a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Very cool. And Profane Tutor, another one of the good rares to open. Very nice. The Suspend Tutor spell. Very cool. Zurin Orb. Step Through. And Foil Breathless Knight. And another Squirrel token. Last pack. I would say last pack magic, but this whole box has been pretty magic. I mean, 8 Mythics is really friggin' solid. 2 stamped art cards, really solid. The rares, really solid. 2 fetch lands, totally fine. You just got them early, which kind of threw it off a little bit. There's something on the corner of that foil that looks like a miscut foil. I'm really afraid right now. Wildcard is a Dorothy Voidwalker, another one of the high value rares. Mostly because I think this is going to get played in Modern a lot, not because this isn't going to be any. It might get played in Commander a little bit, but it's double black mana for 3/2 with Shadow. If a card to be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it, and you can tap and sacrifice him to choose an exile card an opponent controls with a void counter on it, you get it for free. Seems alright. Seems really good. Yeah, maybe you might play it in Commander, I don't know. But it's definitely going to get played in Modern. So yeah, that's a big thing. Nettle Cyst, the living weapon. Now we got our Phyrexian Germ tokens. This is pretty interesting. It's probably going to see playing in some decks that I have. Another Greed reprint. Chatterstorm for our old frame card. Once again, when we boop. Who's going into the last two cards here. Foil Esper Sentinel, and it is miscut. It is miscut. It's not bad, but you can see a little bit that dot in that upper corner there. That's what kind of gave me the hint that this was going to be miscut. But yeah, it's miscut, but not horribly miscut. It's not miscut like my Strixhaven Mystical Archive cards were. But that's still pretty nice. Esper Sentinel is again another one of the high value rares in the set. So that's absolutely going into. Oh, there's a Phyrexian Germ token. Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, that's going into Perfect Fit. So yeah, this has been what a ridiculous box. I mean, aside from getting trolled with the Dermataxis, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I really cannot complain about the value in this box. This was absolutely solid. 2 very good foil rares and the Dermataxi. Actually, wait a minute. I think we have 4 foil rares because I think there were 2 foil Dermataxi rares. Yes. Oh, and the Dermataxi was miscut too, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Once again, one sec. Let me get the Esper Sentinel. If the camera would boop, it would be really super helpful right about now. Come on. So, look at the Dermataxi. Look at the upper left corner. You can see just a little notch on the dot. That's sort of the midpoint between the 4 cards in that corner. It's used as a guide for the computerized cutters. But yeah. Does the Diamond Lion have it, is the question. Diamond Lion does look miscut. It does look just about as miscut. Yep, I can see it's very tiny. You could barely see it on all 3 cards, but it is on all 3 of these. But these cards were probably on a separate sheet. So this card is cut fine. But those 3 foils they're miscut, but they're not miscut enough where I can make like a profit off of them for being miscut. but they are miscut to some degree. So that's very interesting to note. So wow, 8 mythics, 4 foil rares, although 2 of them were dermataxis, but so many good rares in this. Definitely made value back on this box, no question. Thank you all for watching. Um, do all the YouTube stuff for me, please, please, please. Still waiting to get to that 88 subscriber mark so I can give away all that stuff because it's building up, and I would like to give it away at some point. So come on, let's help get me there. Anyway, that's it for me, Red Wild Rider. Once again, thanking you for joining me for this wonderful box opening, and that's about it for me. So peace. I'm out.